a key operation in a compact table is the update of valid tuple sets when some values has been removed from the domain of the variable. So for the sake of example, I will consider that the values 1 and 2 have been removed from the domain of X here. And we need to get valid tuples. We have two different strategies. Our first strategy is to recompute from scratch based on the formula that we have seen before on how to recompute the set of valid tuples, okay, using bitwise operation. The other strategy is more incremental, and I would say it's based on the delta set. So the delta set is really the values that has been removed. So instead of basing the computation based on what remain, we will base the computation on what have been removed. Let's consider first the strategy that consists in considering what remain in the domain X. So if I want to update the set of valid tuples, I can say that this is the set of valid tuples that I had before, but I will recompute using the logical AND, so this is the intersection operation, with all the valid tuples that remain valid based on what remain in the domain of X. So I take the union of the support according to the value 3 and the support of value 4, and then I do the logical AND with the set of valid tuples, and I will update my valid tuples. Another update is based on the delta set. The delta set, again, is what has been removed. So this is a set 1, 2 in this case, because 1 and 2 have been removed. And I can use this slightly complex formula that I will explain in just a moment. And this formula is exactly equivalent to the one we have used before, but it might be more important in case there are only a few values that has been removed, as we will see just in the slide after. So let me first explain this formula. Let's decompose the formula in two parts. This is the bitwise complement. For now, I will not consider this part. I will only consider this part. So if you take the logical OR between the support of X1 and X2 that has been removed, what you actually do is that you take the union of all the tuples that lost their support. And if you take the logical complement of this bitwise set, you will consider only the tuples that are still support according to the variable X. Okay, and these are the that didn't lose the support according to the values that just have been removed. And so this is another strategy to update the set of valid tuples. So which one should you choose? It really depends, as we will see on the next slide. But first, let's consider an example to show how we compute based on the delta X. So I will use for that a temporary mask to ease the computation, and this is the mask that's a kind of temporary bit set that I will use afterward to do the complement and to complement and use the logical AND with the set of valid tuples. So this is the valid tuples so far, and the values 1 and 2 has been removed from the variable X. So first I will compute in the mask support X2 and take the union with support X1, and I will store that in the mask. So this is what I'm doing here using the bitwise OR between these two bit sets. Then these are the tuples that lose the support. I take the complement of this, okay, and then I do the logical AND, and this will update the valid tuple set. So this is what you get here. So if you remember, the complement just means that you flip the status of the bits. From 0 it becomes a 1, and from a 1 it becomes a 0. Which strategy should we decide? Is it more the one that is based on what remains in the domain of X, or is it the one that is the delta set? There is a simple argument for using this one or this one, and you can dynamically check which one you should use. It's based on the size of the delta set with respect to the current size of the domain. If the size of the delta set is much less or is less than the size of the domain, then this one will be more efficient. Okay? If the size of the remaining values is less than what has been removed, then you should prefer this one. And so with this simple logical AND, you will have the best of the two cases, and you can dynamically choose which update rule for the valid tuples you should prefer in terms of computations. In the next video, I will explain how we can make compact table reversible. And in practice, the data structure that we want to be reversible is the set of valid tuples.